and for any victim survivors who might be here today as well. Today marks the conclusion of the 16 days of activism. I am thankful for this opportunity to speak to you here. The theme this year is Unite and Activism, and today Tasmania joins communities across Australia and the world to unite in declaring that women and children must be able to live free from all forms of violence. And activism is the key to reducing abuse against women and children. And I might just add, my disability affects speech. Sorry about that.
No, sorry.
Eliminating family violence must be a top priority for all of society, because we're in the middle of a crisis with one woman a week being killed by a partner. And this year I was told there's been more than one. Now, I've all heard this statistic, but do you know that 1 in 5 are abused and 1 in 4 may be an abuser? So you probably know someone who fits those two groups. And this brings the crisis close to home, and it stresses the importance of every one of us being involved in reducing abuse against our family, friends, family members, work colleagues and acquaintances. And the sooner we understand that abusers choose to abuse, and it's never your fault for being abused, nor is it your duty to fix the abuser, the greater the focus on perpetrators to make positive changes, rather than all the responsibility laid on the victim to fix this crisis. The problem is with the perpetrator. What causes family violence, or as I prefer, domestic terrorism? Alcohol and substance abuse, being overworked, financial stress and mental issues may exacerbate incidents of abuse in the family. However, the need for power and control and gender inequality are the primary reasons of partner abuse, and it's time for abuse to recognise and acknowledge this and to seek help. No more excuses. An abuser rules by fear and control. Now, is this the family environment we want children to grow up in, where one person has power over everyone else? No, of course not. No longer can we be bystanders, telling ourselves that the problem is too big, one person to make a difference. Do some research, inform yourselves what family violence looks like, especially the more subtle forms of abuse, coercive control, financial or emotional abuse. By being informed, you're better able to recognise abuse in your family, in your friends, or if you yourself are being abused. And if you have concerns about another, ask them if they're okay. Now, be prepared for that person to tell you to mind your own business or deny they're being abused. Please don't take the response personally. I was a denier of abuse for almost 18 years. It often takes up to 7 abusive events before a victim feels safe enough or mentally ready to leave an abuser. By offering support through believing and listening to a victim, should they disclose abuse, you may just save a life. You don't have to fix the problem. Simply refer the victim to a specialist family or sexual violence support group. As I found out, that first step is the biggest and most important step to regaining control and a life free of abuse. Now, what not to say to someone you think may be experiencing partner abuse? I don't believe you. He, she is so nice to everyone. Can't be that bad, you haven't left. Surely you're exaggerating. If it's that bad, why do you stay? What's the matter with you, still living with this monster? These statements, like this, blame and shame the victim rather than focusing on the abusive behaviour. Queensland University of Technology Professor Michael Flood said, "Most men think violence against women and domestic violence is an issue, but it's not my issue." He also said, if you do nothing, then you're basically condoning that behaviour. The standard we walk past is the standard we accept. Now I see a growing number of male sporting, religious and corporate leaders are speaking out about violence against women, but it's important to engage more men in the issue. And good to see a few men in the audience here today. Men, be the change you want to see. Call abuse out when you can safely do so. And don't make excuses for your friend or family members. We need a cultural shift in our attitudes towards family violence. Start thinking it's an issue that is solvable. It's not too big for an individual to make a difference. And change starts with every one of us. And you can be the ones to drive this change. And family violence is not inevitable, it is preventable. And I'd just like to say, after you've left here, look out for each other, your friends, family and yourself. Thank you.